Hi, everyone, and welcome. Thank you for coming for the signing of the executive order and the ordinance. Our first speaker is going to be Ana Rodriguez.
Good afternoon. My name is Ana Rodriguez. I'm an organizer with Colorado People's Alliance, and I'm a member of the Immigration Resistance Network. I'm so excited to be here today. I'm undocumented, and DACA, the program that has given me a new lease on life and has allowed me to thrive despite my legal status, is hanging by a thread. My family, my community, and I face daily attacks from this heartless, dangerous administration led by xenophobic white supremacists. I'm plagued by anxiety every single day over what new attacks my community will face. And that's why today is so important to me. I feel a little safer knowing that my city is willing to take a stand in support of me and my community. And I'm proud to call Denver home. These are the moments we remember in history. Years from now, we'll look back and remember today as a moment in which Denver stood on the right side of history. A moment in which we all stood together against hate, against white supremacy, and against the attacks from an anti-immigrant federal administration. But today, we also witness the resilience of those who are directly impacted and of the immigrant rights community who have been working tirelessly for months to make today a reality. It started with the formation of our own bill that our community started working on. It started with the formation of the immigration resistance table that started all the way back on November 8th after the election. And then we continued working together and looking for solutions. And we drafted our own bill with community. We had countless community meetings. We were lobbying our city council members, our mayor, and we organized and took action. And after all of this work, it led us to today. So thank you to everyone who was part of this effort. And thank you so much for all of our leaders who also made this happen. I want to give a special shout out to the members of the coalition, to the members of the Colorado Immigrant Rights Coalition, Padres y Jóvenes Unidos, Mi Familia Vota, American Friends Services Committee, Meyer Law, Together Colorado, and of course, Colorado People's Alliance. You are a powerful group of people, and I'm so glad to have you by my side in this fight. Together, the Denver Public Safety Priorities Act and its complementary executive order are a big step toward the protection of immigrants and the creation of a clean line of separation between the city of Denver and immigration enforcement. But for the community and the people like me who will continue to face possible deportation under this administration, this is only the first step. And we need Denver to go further. I'm grateful for the city's commitment to continue working with directly impacted people like me and the immigrant rights community as we continue to push for a Denver that is truly welcoming to all, regardless of status, of color, or race. We will continue to fight for our humanity. We will resist, and we will win. Thank you.
And now we welcome our Chief of Police, Robert White.
Good afternoon. Thank you for being here. As you all know, our primary responsibility as a law enforcement agency is the safety of all of our citizens, regardless of their station in life. That is why this meeting is so important, and that's why myself, along with the mayor and many members from the administration and our police department have attended over the course of the last year litany of meetings talking to our immigration community, assuring them that we, and I will repeat this, we do not do the work of ICE. We do not do the work of immigration. We have never done the work of immigrations, and we will never do the work of immigrations. And I think this ordinance, along with this executive order, just codifies what we have been saying in these meetings that we've attended over the course of the last year, and will codify what we will do as we move forward. So again, I really appreciate you being here. I would ask that all of our citizens, if you see something, you need to say something, you need to bring it to our attention. We realize the refusal or the reluctance of anyone to report a crime could potentially have an impact on all of our safety. So again, we're not interested in what your status is. We're only interested in your safety. So thank you very much. We look forward to continuing to work with our entire community.
And now we have Councilman Paul Lopez.
Thank you, and thank you all for being here. Another just round of applause for this amazing community and its organizers, its advocates. In the people's house, nonetheless. Today, in the face of racism and fear, Denver will be on the right side of history. We are very proud of the work that we have achieved by bringing community and the city together. Salud. Because we believe public safety is achieved only through trust, not through fear. And we will not allow this reckless administration and this rogue agency undermine our Constitution or undermine our public safety. Denver is safer than it was yesterday. And now it is time to spread the word that anyone can call the police to report crime or to come to City Hall to do business without fear. Amber Alert. Yeah. It's the Honda. It works. So thank you all for doing that. And finally, Denver is in the people business, not the immigration enforcement business. It's been a pleasure to work on this bill. It's been a long time coming in our community. It continues to be a pleasure to represent our community, to take those great ideas that came from the community and over months turn them into law. And today, we will be able to do that. And I can say that it has taken a heck of a community, a city, but also an amazing co-sponsor in my co-sponsor, my colleague, Councilwoman Robin Kniech, who represents the city at large. So, wow.
Good afternoon. It's a very serious topic that we're here about today, but it's one with a celebration. First, we celebrate our city. Who doesn't want to live in a city with a strong economy and with a tight-knit community that can be engaged with its government? Denver is a city that has many undocumented immigrants and a strong community, a strong engaged community, and a strong economy. We demonstrate that you can be the best community with immigrants as part of your community, and we celebrate their resilience, stories like Anna's, and those who are making contributions in our schools and in our community every day. We celebrate you today. We celebrate this clear, comprehensive, and strong ordinance that our mayor is about to sign. It sets clear rules and expectations. We prioritize local trust, local safety over immigration enforcement. This is something to celebrate because it is clear, it is comprehensive, and it is strong. We celebrate the executive order this mayor is also about to sign. It includes really important provisions about keeping our families together and protecting families who happen to be separated by these immoral policies that are coming from our federal government. It emphasizes the commitment to continue to respond to what we know will be an evolving situation. And it is the statement of our chief executive who worked so closely with all of us. And fourth, we celebrate the process of getting here today, because what is more important than the letters in this ordinance and in this executive order is the way my council colleagues, many of whom are here today, the agencies you see in uniform or not in uniform, the mayor and the city council can engage on a really serious, important topic and dialogue and work together, and we are going to need that cooperation. So in addition to celebrating, in addition to taking note of all of the serious messages about how safe our community can feel calling our city, using our city, we're here today to recommit ourselves, right, to that ongoing cooperation. And so I want to thank each and every one of these partners, and I want to especially thank the man I'm going to introduce next, the mayor, for staying in this dialogue and for his strong statements that he is making in his executive order as well today. Mr. Mayor, thank you.
Thank you. I want to thank Councilwoman Robin Kniech, and I want to thank Councilman Paul Lopez. It's my way of knocking you out. For their tremendous courage and leadership on this issue. The ordinance unanimously passed City Council. And this executive order, yeah. The ordinance and this executive order together are helping this city say with one unified voice that no threat will ever make us waver from our values. The safety of everyone in this community is our number one concern with these two actions. We want victims of crime to feel safe reporting them. We want witnesses to feel safe testifying. And we want families to feel safe taking their kids to school, going to the rec centers, or seeking city services. The Denver Public Safety Enforcement Priorities Act is memorializing existing city policies and practices, in addition to establishing new policies that will reduce the fears within the immigrant community and clarify for everyone that Denver will not engage in immigration enforcement. The executive order that I will sign today will firmly establish Denver as a safe and welcoming city for all who call this city home, promoting public safety through community trust by protecting all communities to offer the safe place for all Denver's people, fostering respect and trust between community members and all city officials, including law enforcement, and enhancing communication and collaboration between community members and city officials. Thirdly, ensuring all community members the rights and liberties that are guaranteed to them by the constitutions of this United States of America and the state of Colorado. And finally, offering everyone the opportunity to enjoy Denver's economic, cultural, political, and social life, and providing the ability to succeed and thrive freely without fear. Our values of inclusion, acceptance, and opportunity are embodied in these two measures, as well as the previous actions we've taken already, such as reforming our sentencing laws, implementing plea by mail, and creating the city's first ever hate crimes penalty. We want to send a clear message that bias-driven violence will not be tolerated in this city. Now, I'm going to sign these laws. But before I do, and before you ask the question, let me simply repeat, this is about the safety of all people who call Denver home. In 2011, I was elected after saying we are all Denver. And when I said that, all Denver looked like the immigrants who called Denver home. They look like Anna. They look like my neighbors who are Cambodian. They look like C. Ferfino. They look like me from Somalia and Kenya. If you called Denver home, we were talking about you. Whether you were native or immigrant, documented or not, we are proud to welcome you and to call you a Denverite. Let's call these bills. This is always a trick. It is now law. The executive order has been signed. Julie, come on up here. We didn't say her name, but you know what? Every great movement deserves a leader. Or needs a leader. Thank you.
Thank you. And thank everybody here.
Absolutely. We appreciate everyone. Thank you.
Thank
On
you.
behalf of everyone.
Thank
very
you.
much.
Thank
All
you.
right. It's also my honor to present to our city attorney's office, who worked tirelessly on these deals, Crystal D. Herrera. Thank you, Crystal. We have these bills assigned for everyone else, right? We got enough? No, there are other people we haven't signed for, right? Okay. Again, everyone, thank you very much. We're going to allow for the community stakeholders and the council members to meet with the media one-on-one on the sides, but we want to thank you all for being with us today. It's a great day in the city of Denver. And if I can, this was not on the script, but I want to say this very clearly. Mr. President, leave our DACA children alone. There are 17,000 children, young people in this city who are going to school. Many are working and producing and contributing to the life of this community. These young people are here in this nation and they love this nation and they call this nation their home. It's the only nation they've known. And President Obama was right to give them deferred action and give them the opportunity to stay here, to work here, and to be educated here. They are an intellectual capital. They are a productivity capital in our nation. They're our neighbors. And we ask you, Mr. President, do right. Don't submit to the politics of hate. Don't submit to the politics of condescension. And don't submit to the politics of separation. These are the United States of America. Keep us together, honor these young people, and prove to them they're worthy, and we consider them to be our neighbors and our American citizens. Thank you very much.